Hello, today we are going to look at activity 18.3 called Volumes of Cubes and Prisms on page 110. So please follow along with me in your book on page 110. All right, so number 1 says, your teacher will give you a set of cubes with an edge length of a ½ inch. Use them to help you answer the following questions. So I have some ½ inch cubes here to help us. I also have a 1-inch cube here, a cube with a side length 1 inch to help us. So A says, here is a drawing of a cube with an edge length of 1 inch. That would be the blue cube here. How many cubes with an edge length of a ½ inch are needed to fill this cube? So I'm going to actually build this. I'm going to take my red cubes that have an edge length ½ inch, and I'm going to keep going with them until they're the same as this blue one. So right now I've used 4 cubes, and it's got a length and width that's the same, but it's not as high as my cube. I have a rectangular prism there. So I need 4 more. Now I have 2 identical cubes. So how many of them were needed? I needed 8. I used 2 groups of 4. I needed 8 cubes to fill the 1-inch cube. If I look at this in my picture here, I need 2 of these to go along each side. So I can fit 2 of them here. So I would split this 1 inch into 2, and I could split 2 of them here. I would then have to split it this way as well. So 2 here, 2 here. I would then split it like this as well. So I can see, if I were to actually draw this out, I'm not a great artist, but I would have a row of 4 cubes here and a row of 4 cubes on the bottom for my 8 cubes. I would fit, it would be 2 cubes by 2 cubes by 2 cubes, which would be 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 cubes. All right. If I look at B, it says, what is the volume in cubic inches of a cube with an edge length of a ½ inch? Explain or show your reasoning. So to find volume, I do length times width times height. So the length is 1/2, the width is 1/2, and the height is 1/2. Because it's a cube, all of its edge lengths are the same. So 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. I'm going to bring down this other 1/2. So now I have 1/4 times 1/2. That's going to get me 1/8. So it's 1/8 cubic inches is the volume of the smaller red cube, which makes sense because if I have 1/8 plus 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 1/8, my 8 cubes that I used up top, 1/8 8 times is equal to 1 cubic inch, which would be the volume of this cube. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. All right, if I look at C, C says 4 cubes are piled in a single stack to make a prism. Each cube has an edge length of ½ inch. Sketch the prism, find its volume in cubic inches. So this is, so I have these ½ inch cubes again, but now I'm stacking them like so. So I'm going to actually draw this. It would look like this. So I'm going to draw my rectangular prism. So it's going to involve these 4 cubes. So this rectangular prism has a length of 1/2, a width of 1/2, and the height is 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2. So that's 1/2 times 4, which gets me 4 halves, or 2. So the height of this prism is 2 inches. So to find the volume, I'm doing 1/2 times 1/2 times 2, which gets me 2/4, which equals 1/2. I also could have done 1/8 times 4, because each of these cubes has a volume of 1/8. So 1/8 times 4 is 4/8, which is equivalent to 1/2.